Need practice solving systems of equations through substitution? Let's try out something together. Hi, and welcome to Algebra Examples. My name is Dr. Finch. I have a PhD in mathematics and over 20 years of experience in math education. Let's get to the question for today. So we're asked to solve by substitution the system of equations. These are linear equations. And the method to solve by substitution is usually the one that students know the best. So you are probably familiar with it from other classes. If you have not seen it before, don't worry, it's pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is we are going to pick one of the equations and solve for a variable. It really doesn't matter which equation you pick. I'm going to pick this one today, but it doesn't matter which one you pick. I just kind of like it because the fives, there's the fives and the tens. It's just a nice 5-10 day. All right, we are going to solve for one of the variables. So let's solve for x in this case. It really doesn't matter which variable we solve for. So we have -10 plus 10y. To get our x by itself, let's divide both sides by 5. Remember, when we divide by 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1. So on the left-hand side, we have just x left over. On the right-hand side, when we divide a huge thing like that, we can divvy it up. So both sides are divided by 5. This gives us a -2 plus 2y. Okay, now that we've solved, what we're going to do, we have x is equal to -2 plus 2y. We are going to plug that information. So we're going to take this and we're going to plug it into the other equation that we were working with. So the other equation that we had was 3x minus 2y is equal to 18. And where we see the x value, we're going to plug, instead of x, we're going to plug -2 plus 2y right in there. So that's why this is called substitution. So we know x is equal to that, so we can just pop that in there. We can then distribute our 3. So we are going to end up with -6 plus +6y minus 2y is equal to 18. Putting this together, let's do it in 2 parts. I'm going to add my y's together, get 4y is equal to 18. Let's add 6 on both sides. 4y is equal to 24. And let's get y by itself. We'll divide out both sides by 4. This gives us y is equal to a +6. We are halfway to our solution now. We know that y is equal to 6. Once we have this information, we can take this and we can plug it into our equation. Let's plug it back into that equation right up there to figure out what x should be. I'm going to do this on the next page. So we end up with x is equal to -2 plus 2y, and we know our y is equal to a +6. So we can substitute that in there. This gives us -2 plus 12, which gives us a +10. So our solution is x is equal to 10, y is equal to 6. And possibly your teacher may ask you to put it in coordinate form. So that is going to be 10, 6. So those are the 2 ways that we might see our solution pop up for this. Remember, when we're dealing with systems of equations, this is one of the things that might happen is you might have a nice single solution like this. Thank you for listening. And if you have a question that you'd like to see answered, please send it to purplefinchmath@gmail.com.